If you want to build a home, there's some things you need to know. Construction financing is an absolute pain in the ass. Typically requires you put 30 to 50% down to acquire the land, and then they will typically require that you get up to what's called lockup stage before they will give you what's called the first actual draw. So a draw is when the bank gives you money. They will reimburse the cost that you've spent building the property. Now, lockup stage is actually pretty far in the process. This is when the whole building's built and framed and there are actually windows, doors, and locks. Now, they'll give you your first cash injection at this point. So typically speaking, you're going to need 30 to 40% on average of the cost of the land, and then you're going to need about 30 to 35% of the actual construction costs. There are ways where if you work with builders or major developers, you can bring those costs down and you can stretch your dollar further. But it's important to know that if you want to build a home, it takes a lot of capital, and you want to make sure you plan this before you buy a property thinking you're going to build. Raw unserviced land is the hardest. Building properties to sell for a profit is also incredibly difficult. And then as you move closer towards building a home to live in, that's typically the easiest. But please don't let me fool you. It's not easy. It's just relatively speaking easier. If you need any help or have any questions about construction financing, let me know.